Last week's snowstorm in Texas was devastating for so many, and we've heard a lot of different stories. But what I really want to talk about today is the story of what happened with Veritas, because I think there's just one example that shows how we all came together and what is the point of Veritas. So one of our apartments lost power and then had to turn off water because of a lot of leaks. And that leasing manager didn't call the corporate office first. They didn't call the regional manager. No, the first call they made was to Veritas. The very first call was to Veritas. And why did they call Veritas first? Because they knew that in less than 2 hours, we had a post out to the resident Facebook group to let them know, fill your bathtubs now. This is coming, this is happening. And then we continued to post water resources. In fact, now a week later, while we're still struggling through all the maintenance issues, our resident ambassador every day takes a picture. She drives to the location nearest their apartment where they're distributing water, takes a picture, and then writes that directions on the resident Facebook page. That is what Veritas is about. We are the first line of defense in crisis. We are the first relationship. We are the ones who are the neighbors. And so throughout this crisis, we've been posting resources for food and water. We sent out multiple emails. Despite our own team's personal challenges, we made daily phone calls to every single one of our leasing managers. We've been talking to our resident ambassadors. And another story of how Veritas relationship matters, because we were sharing resources within the community, not just that we're doing, but what other nonprofits were doing. A nonprofit started following us and then decided to take their own initiative to come to our property and start bringing their resources to our property too. So Veritas is the ecosystem that starts with the relationship. That's where it all starts. So when they're in good times or bad, it's Veritas who apartments from management to residents are calling first. And for me, despite all the pain, that was the best story of the crisis in Texas last week.